Hey folks, now that we've wrapped up Golden Idol, figure it's good a time as any to go get a channel update out there. So, first of all, I hope everybody enjoyed that. That is very much not something that is typically in our wheelhouse, but, you know, we all had a lot of fun with it. I know we've kicked around a couple ideas for something similar. We talked a little bit about Obra Dinn, but I've played that semi-recently, and I do remember a fair chunk of it, and that would not be nearly as fun. But one of the things we did kick around is Outer Wilds, which I don't know a lot about other than, like, the general premise, but it does seem like it would fit that sort of deduction kind of game, and everybody, like I said, the rest of the gang was down for it, so that's something that we might be tackling in the near-ish future. I don't know what the timeline on that would be, but it's not, I don't think it would be super far out, although don't quote me on that, obviously. My understanding is that if we do Outer Wilds, FP said that he would be the one kind of handling actually playing the game. So that probably won't happen until we're done with Sealed Palace, which, if you are not watching on FP's channel, you should be. It's he's got several Zelda ROM hacks on there. So, you know, if you liked Master Quest and you were like, I want more of this bullshit experience, boy howdy, do I have some recommendations for you. Now, as far as proper projects on my end go, I honestly don't really have anything in the tank right now. I guess I could go back and maybe continue some of the Donkey Kong stuff if we were like, you know, whatever, maybe we'll come back to this at some point. Maybe that point is now. I don't know. I don't really have any plans right now. The only thing that is for sure on the docket is that Argate and I are going to be tackling Xenoblade 2 soon, TM? I don't know, again, I don't know what the timeline on that is going to be. Probably once I wrap up Trails to Reverie, which I don't really dare put a time on because that could be 40 hours, that could be 75, if my experience with the rest of the series is anything to go by. But specifically, the way this is going to go down is that he is going to be doing the main game in, you know, which, if you haven't watched it, he did Xenoblade 1 as well. And since it is so much larger than the, God, what was it? Future Connected is the Xenoblade 1 DLC? But yeah, since Torna is so much bigger, we figured we would split up the load. So when we get there, which is admittedly in, like, Chapter 8 of 10 of Xenoblade 2, but when we get to the point where Torna becomes part of the game, I will be playing that. So you will see that on my channel, but that is admittedly a ways off. And I don't really have anything that is going to fill the gap in the immediate future. Like, I've always got my eyes open, at least. That's how we came across Golden Idol, and subsequently played through that, but yeah, I think things are just gonna be quiet for a while, which, I mean, honestly, that's probably for the better. It's usually pretty obvious if I'm not feeling something, and, like, I could use it as an excuse to be like, well, I'll just play Game X from my backlog, like Lost Odyssey, or, you know, Neo Tooie, or, you know, whatever, but, like, man, I don't want to force myself into that box, especially if it's something that I either end up not liking or just kind of stopping on for who knows what reason. So I think it's best if we just kind of call it for now. Just take a break. I can play some games for me without having to worry about keeping the schedule or any sort of nonsense like that, and I'm sure we'll be back before long. There's always something. undoubtedly what will happen is that within like 2 or 3 weeks, I'll get this just itch to do something, and I'll find another hack or, whatever. There will be something before long, I'm sure, but for now, I'm going to take a break, and we will see you on the other side. When there is something more concrete to announce, I will do that. So, thanks for watching, folks. I hope you enjoyed Golden Idol, or whatever it is that brought you to this channel. It's been over 10 years. There's a lot of stuff up here, so whichever of it is your favorite, I'm glad you enjoyed it, and I'm glad you stuck around. So, we will see you soon, TM.